Hello everyone, my name is Madalina Boico and we are back from DevTalks 2023. We are continuing our DevLive interviews and I'm happy to introduce my next speaker, Luboslava Uram. She is the CDIO Italy and Head of Retail Business Platform at UniCredit. Hi Luba.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome here.
Thank you very much. Really, congratulations to a wonderful conference. It's really amazing to see so many people here, and of course, also not only men but also a lot of female engineers. It's really top. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and about what UniCredit does in Romania?
I would probably start from the UniCredit perspective. I'm sure that everybody has in mind UniCredit as a bank, but we have very specific relation to Romania and to the software development and developers in general because we have in Romania two development centers. One is in Bucharest, another one is in Iași. And we have here the teams which are developing and delivering to different banks across the Europe. Mainly the channels application, mobile application. These colleagues were also speaking in one of the topics about it, and then also the colleagues who are developing mainly the credit application and wealth management application. So really a lot of areas in which I think everybody can find very attractive content and not only software development. Me personally, as you said, I share the responsibility for Italy and kind of the global responsibility in UniCredit. I'm the very, how to say, person which had the experience to live in different countries in Europe and always work with IT from different perspective. And I always like to come back to Romania because I have here a lot of colleagues, in between also friends, and I'm really happy to be here today also.
Thank you. Luba, how do you expect AI to change the course of your company in the coming years?
Yeah, well, I think that artificial intelligence was there for longer, but now with the possibilities and the personal experience which everybody is having via the chat GPT, it's much more under the attention. Personally, I believe that we are at the start, like it was in the previous century when the industrial revolution started, and basically the machine has enhanced our physical capabilities. We are at the start of the artificial intelligence revolution, where basically the software and artificial intelligence will be able to enhance our, I would say, mental capabilities and intellectual capabilities. So it's definitely very exciting. On the other hand, from the perspective of UniCredit, we are working in regulated industry, and of course, you also personally know me as well. We are dealing with the money of people, so to immediately jump on the something like we can see in other industries to be piloted is very difficult. And of course, also there will be potentially a lot of regulation around artificial intelligence, which is going to come. So at the moment, we are mainly experimenting internally and focusing on the internal use. And this is, I think, what will be also on the short term very much visible how the artificial intelligence will improve also our industry, our company. So mainly to use it for the personal chat within the bank when the people need to find out how I book this product, what can I see in which regulation, so without direct impact on the customers. And then more for the applications when basically we are advising the customers on the general services, so like intelligent contact center, intelligent chat on the mobile or on the web, but also a lot of applications which will come, I think, in the horizon of a few years, which are mainly connected to the fraud detection and to the risk management, where is a lot of data which basically with the machine learning algorithm or neural networks we will be able to better incorporate. The other aspect, which I think is important if we talk here today on the DevTalk, is the application of artificial intelligence into technology. Of course, as a big organization, we are having a lot of users and a lot of IT operation and also user support. So definitely, artificial intelligence will change the way how we are organizing also in these processes in IT, connected mainly to automation of the incident resolution, automation of some activities which are in IT operations, but also using a lot of data which we have about incident, about the performance of the systems, where we also now are doing proof of concept how we can actually use the data from logging and monitoring and improve our software, its performance, or identify proactively that potentially we can have some issue in the production. So I would say in the coming maybe 3-5 years, there will settle also the regulation. A major change will be seen internally in the companies, and I think then later it will be much more also used for customizing personal experience for the customers versus the banking industry.
Can you maybe share a few insights with us on some most important projects in your company?
Yeah. Probably I would share the major part of our activities which are focused on improving customer experience. Also, lately here in Romania, we have introduced for the customers a new customer experience platform, which is basically omni-channel platform, which is allowing you to, as a customer, to use our product or services. For example, if you want to open the account or if you want to ask for the consumer loan, you can do it digitally natively on whatever device you have, whether you go through the mobile banking or to the public website or internet banking, or you come to the branch. You or our employees in contact center in the branch will have the same experience. And basically, we are able with this to provide the products and services closer to the daily life of the customers. And this is the project which we have started last year, on one side in Italy, but also in the Central and Eastern Europe. And we are now live in several countries. Uh, Interesting to say is that we have developed and still are enhancing this customer experience platform fully in the way of composable software design. So when you look on how we are granting the consumer loan, we have split it into different steps and created the separate pieces of the software which we can then reuse in the different products and processes, and fully, I would say, cloud ready and cloud independent, so we are able to operate in different countries in different needs, and of course also to open our platform to other providers, not only to our internal banks in UniCredit, but also to third parties which can either sell our accounts or consumer loans. It's project which is global across different countries, and we continue covering additional products and services so that the customer can have the single experience. This is something what also is changing experience for our developers very much, because they can collaborate together on one platform. Everybody can choose the piece of the software which he is developing, then commit it to the common marketplace, and somebody, for example, in Croatia can pick it up and use it for the implementation in Croatia. And in organization like UniCredit, I hope that this is bringing to our colleagues more engagement, the way that we develop the software versus, I would say, the previous monolithic applications which we were delivering to our business colleagues. It's also something what is changing the way how we then do the business, because then our business colleagues are much more adaptive, because they can take the smaller pieces and decide to modify the process or modify the customer experience instead of impacting the whole application. And I think that in this time, the adaptiveness is very important for the business, for the IT, to really have the flexibility to decide step by step, or withdraw something and not to invest a lot of money into it, or opposite with less money and quickly to deliver something. So on the other hand, as I mentioned, the colleagues were presenting yesterday our mobile banking application. This is the area where we are focusing on bringing the mobile first full experience for the customers, and especially with the focus on integrating much more services around the payments, around the transactional banking, of course, because me or you, we mainly the product which we use from the bank, maybe the consumer loans once a year, okay, or credit card, but at the end, the core service for the operation are payments. And of course, as a bank, we are also very much challenged by other fintech new startups which are focusing on the payment area because it's more accessible, less regulated. And we are putting into the features which our customers are having available more products like instant payments or virtual cards, the wallet, so that we are able to really provide not only the credit products to customers, but especially to embed our transactional banking into the daily life of the customer. So I would say that payments and customer experience are the key focus for many colleagues also here, which are developing the software for all our banks in Europe.
What would you say is the biggest issue that is facing the tech industry right now?
Well, as I'm, let's say, coming from the technology part of the bank, of course, the tech industry probably has also the issues with the capital or financing. But from the perspective of technology in the banking industry, probably the biggest challenge for us, and I see also when I speak with other peers, whether it is in Eastern Europe or also in the Italy or Germany, I would say is a talent. It's the capacity of the people which we can, I would say, take and ask them to develop the software, because especially after COVID, the acceleration of the need of automation of the development is much bigger. Of course, there also are created different areas in which you can decide today, I don't develop for bank, I go and I develop for somebody on the marketplace or a mobile application for gaming. So it's much more competition, and basically it's very difficult to find the activity today which can exist without software. You need software everywhere, and to source or to find the talents which we are able to keep and to have them available for the longer period is very challenging. And I therefore also very much appreciate activities like this conference, because I personally feel much better when I see that there are a lot of young people who are either already developers or they are looking to develop the career in this direction. And I really believe that this is the way how we can bring more people. And in future, especially when we will have more application also of artificial intelligence, it will not be so I would say specialized to develop the software. And this engagement of the young people to technology industry at the end can bring also more access to the people for the more wealth, for more ability to be independent, to earn the funds, to earn the money, and to develop their own companies in the future. And therefore it's very important also for the economical development of region in which we are existing.
You were just speaking about talent. So my last question is really about this. What do you think is the most important strength that someone should have if they want to join your company?
I remind only myself on one colleague which I had as a mentor when I started to work, and I started to work as a data mining specialist. And today it's called big data, but when I was young, it was called data mining. And basically, when we were in hiring process still on university, the criteria, and I found later that it's really working, was always curiosity. So if you want to work with the software or with the data, at the end you need to not only be the one who is coding, but is also asking why I'm doing it, what is behind it. Because when you understand the content, you are able to develop better software. So I would say this is one feature, and then other feature for sure is resilience, or ability to continue and overcome the obstacles. And especially when you work in organization like our, when you are involved from the start to the end, also to support the run of the application at the end. Many times you end in the situations where the whole bank is looking on you whether you fix some particular incident because customer cannot process the payments or cannot log into the mobile application, and you need to be really resilient to go through such a situation to find a solution. So I would say curiosity and resilience, and yeah, everything else it's the teamwork. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Luba. It was really a pleasure to have you here today with me, and I hope to see you soon again.
Thank you very much, it was also a pleasure for me. Thank you.
Thank